because, yay, it's working. I don't have access to the, okay, there we go. It wasn't giving me access to the chat, so I couldn't see it, but now it's working. Yay. I'm just gonna share this link real quick. But yeah, the first one I tried was glitchy. Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I am bored, so live stream because that's the perfect cure for boredom. My plan is to do some art, and then I'm also going to do a couple things that I also need to get done later, but I don't know what to art, so I'm just going to share the link in a couple other places really quick, because maybe I can get more people to join. Oh, wait, why am I typing? I don't need to do that. I forget that you can see me and hear me. What time is it for you? Because it's only like 3 p.m. for me. I mean, honestly, same though. Okay, I have energy right now, but normally, same. What books am I currently reading? Hang on, let me... Okay, so first off, we have this one. It's called Kingdom's Dawn by Chuck Black. My mom got it for me for Christmas for a year of books thing that she did for me, which I haven't talked about on the channel yet, but I will eventually. But this is the February pick that I have, so I'm currently reading this. Also, wow, 11 p.m. It's, like I said, only like 3 p.m. for me, so way earlier here. And then, let's see, what else am I currently reading? Technically, I'm like halfway through Fruits Basket right now, because I got the collector's edition, and I'm trying not to binge it all in like a day. I forget that these are the other direction. But I'm trying not to binge it in like a day because, you know, so I'm like halfway through this now too. I think that's about it. I mean, I've got a bunch of manga series I'm in the middle of, but other than that, those are the only two I'm currently reading. The others I haven't started just yet. Unless you want to count the omnibus for One Piece, because the next One Piece book I'll be reading is book 9 or 8. Really? That's awesome. I had never heard of it. And then I opened it up for the book of the brain is not raining. Year of books. And so I'm excited to read it. I did start it. I got like a chapter into it, and then I realized I got distracted doing other things. But yeah, I think, is it book 9 or book 8 that's next? Book 9 for this one. I believe so. Yeah, it's definitely Christian because the label was faith-filled adventure. So definitely Christian. And I'm pretty positive Chuck Black is a Christian author anyway. I think. I don't know. I've never read any of his books before, but I am almost positive. So, yeah. Also, I'm just going to show you really quick because he's being really cute right now. I have Cat. Oh, he's being so cute right now. He's normally not. Hang on, I got a text from my mother. What do you mean restricted? Oh, hang on. My mom is being my mom. Gotta text her back. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Oh, it says there's 2 people. Oh, probably one is my mother because she asked me why it's restricted because she's on school Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think, yeah. I've never actually heard of it before, but I am excited to read it. So, yeah. I guess I technically also, another Christian series I'm technically in the middle of, although I'm not like currently actively reading it. If I can get it out. These shelves do not like tall books, and this is a tall book. Why won't you come out? Please? Okay, I got it. Wing Feather Saga. I'm like a quarter of the way through book 2 right now. Yeah, I've been reading this for so long. I feel bad, but I keep getting distracted. I mean, I do enjoy it. I'm getting distracted. I mean, I always do, but... Yes, I do plan to do that. With a lot of these year of books, I intend to do like a review after I finish them of like on shorts with like, this is my year of book pick. I didn't do that for last month's because I did Yona of the Dawn was my pick, which is a manga. And it's, yeah. I'm only read, of course, one of them last month. I'm now on book 5. I've been reading them from the library. Yeah, Wing Feather Saga is a little slow, which is why I keep getting distracted. But I do love it, and I love the characters. And so, like, you know, I enjoy it. It's kind of hard to get through for me because I keep getting distracted. But I will make it through it eventually, I think. Maybe. Possibly. It's hard to tell with me. I kind of just do what I want when I'm reading, which honestly, that's what reading's about. It's about having fun. So, like, I'll just read what I want when I. Yeah. But yeah, are you in the middle of any good books right now? Because I do intend to read that series eventually. I have not gotten to it yet, but it's on Kindle Unlimited. And then also my mom has it at the school library she works at. So I definitely have 2 ways to very easily read it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I do intend to read Green Ember because I've heard a lot of good things about it. From like a bunch of my online friends. They all really, really, really enjoy the Green Ember actually. So I definitely want to read it at some point. I just have to get around to it. Because yeah. Are they good so far? Because I'm actually curious what always take what your recommendations, but I will recommendations because we all know our TBRs are like, and they just keep growing, and we will probably never finish them, but that's okay. I'm gonna just bother my cat really quick because he's sleeping too peacefully for how much of a brat he can be. Yeah, there's a lot of them are my age that have, at least from what they say. I guess I can't really know because online internet, but I mean, come on, they say they are, so you know. But yeah, ooh, I dropped my phone. That's what that noise was. I remembered another place that I can share the link. Also, I can share it on my post so more people see it. Maybe, possibly. If my internet will cooperate. Goodness gracious. It's being so slow. Yeah, I definitely intend to. And it is on my TBR. I prioritize my physical TBR. So the books on my physical TBR are priority, and then like I'll get to that eventually. Also, a lot of authors are coming out with new books this year, which is like a lot. So yeah. Speaking of which, hang on, there's a book I want to talk about. Let me grab it. I have a new auto buy author because I loved this book, which is Near Misses and Cowboy Kisses, which I did talk about on the channel, actually. I had a video about it. And then she came out with a new book this year, which was Trail Rides and Starry Eyes. I loved both of these so much. Yeah, books are so expensive, and actually Kindle books are relatively expensive too. Like $8 to read a book on a screen seems kind of ridiculous to me. But so I utilize my library, and then I utilize Libby, which actually the Harris County allows you to use an online link to sign up for an online card, so you don't have to live in their county to have a card with Libby. And I use that card for like everything. Like I have so many holds on Libby. It's actually crazy. But so yeah, I definitely recommend Libby, and then Kindle Unlimited if you can afford it. It's way cheaper, honestly, and a lot of books are on Kindle Unlimited. And then just utilizing your library. Those are the 3 things I tend to do. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that actually. Like I said, just kind of use Kindle Unlimited, and then yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend Katrina Amel's writing because it's written so well without being cliche cowboy, but also still cowboy. And they're also both really clean. I mean, they've got like cowboy talk, so they've got minor swears. This one more so than this one. But yeah, they were both so good. And they both ended open-ended though. So just be aware of that, because I know I'm not the biggest fan of open-ended endings. This one left me with a lot of questions. This one, not so much, but yeah. Anyways, I just had to rant about my new favorite author at the moment, because you know. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about now. Yeah, they're so good. Especially if you if you like romance in books but you want it to stay clean, they stay very clean and they're really good just overall contemporary romances. I'm usually not the biggest fan of contemporary romances, but they're kind of the perfect mix of like a little bit of like, okay, well, I need to know what's going to happen. Like I don't know if this is going to go well, but still being fully contemporary because I know I'm more of a fantasy reader with undertones of romance. So I have a hard time reading a lot of contemporary romances just because I get bored. But I did not get bored with those ones. I finished both of them within like a couple of days of starting them. But yeah, and I think I forgot what I was going to say now. Brain isn't braining today. Yeah, see, I'm also pretty picky with my books and I don't read a lot of contemporary romance. There's actually a lot more on my shelf than I thought there was. But I've read those two, and then I've got a couple of Anne Langs on there. There's one by Lynette Noni because I really liked the Prison Healer series. The only thing is that she's not the best for Christian because there is a lot of like LGBTQ in them. Just be aware of that. I do recommend them, but I always make sure people are aware of that when I do. I did enjoy them, but they were definitely more graphic. And then, like I said, they had a lot of LGBTQ in them. But I did enjoy The Prison Healer and then also Wandering Wild, which is a contemporary by the same author. And then there's a couple others on my shelf. I had a phase where I was really into the contemporary romance, but I'm much more like powerless style. But even that was a little much for me, especially in Fearless. But I did enjoy Powerless overall. I like the fantasy with the undertones of romance. Like I want there to be some romance in it because I love me my romance, but I like it to be undertones or like not the main part of the story because otherwise I just kind of get bored, because it's like if it's the main part, obviously they're going to end up together. Like if it's the main plot of the story, they're 99.9% of the time going to end up together and so then it's really predictable. And I get so mad about spoilers and so like knowing how it's going to end just is not my thing. Yeah, so I tend to stick to my fantasy with the undertones of romance more so than full-on romance books. But yeah. I will say one that I really liked that was kind of contemporary was You've Reached Sam. That was a good one. Ooh, I'll have to check that out actually. You know what? I have a recommendation for you. Let me grab it from my shelf really quick. Okay, right here, and then is there another one? No, just this one, I think. Oh, right. This was the second one I was thinking of. Okay, I've got two Christian recommendations for you. So no, for real, I totally agree. I wish it was not as prevalent as it is in a lot of books. And I try to make sure I mention it anytime I'm recommending books on my YouTube. Because it's like, why does it have to be in there? It's part of why I only have Rick Riordan's books through Heroes of Olympus, because Trials after Heroes of Olympus, it starts to get very LGBTQ focused. But I have through Heroes of Olympus and then Kane Chronicles, because those ones are all clean. Although Heroes of Olympus does have a slight thing in book 4. I actually quit it for a while before I picked it back up. Because of that, but I overall enjoyed the series enough that I was like, I'll overlook the little bit that was in it, but yeah, I can't do the rest of Rick Riordan's books. No, for real. It's such a hard thing too with today's society. And honestly, there's a lot of authors that like I feel are kind of forced on it because there's a lot of times it just does not fit. And I do know that some publishers are like, if there's no representation of whatever in this book, then we won't publish it. I will say part of why I'm mad at Shannon Messenger because she's Human World, so it's it makes sense, but still it was like really. See, I liked the first series, and then I liked the second one okay, but not nearly as much. And then I really liked Kane Chronicles as well. But yeah, definitely, I just anything else I'm not a fan of. I like I said, first series was incredible, but it kind of just went downhill after that. And then, even though I still enjoyed it, I don't know. And then I wanted to read Trials of Apollo, and I started them, and I read the first two books, and then I was like, this is way too much. It's like every other paragraph, he was like, I dare you to disagree with me on LGBTQ. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And so I quit. I DNF'd Trials of Apollo. And Magnus Chase, I was going to read, but with it being Norse mythology, I mean, at least with that one, it kind of makes sense because Norse mythology does have a lot of that in it. But yeah, it was just like, it's so unnecessary. And especially the way that it was written, because it very much felt like it was trying to challenge the reader if they disagreed. And I'm like, if you're gonna write it in a way where people that don't enjoy that in their books can at least overlook it if they really want to. Like, you can't overlook when the author's quite literally challenging you to disagree with them. But yeah. Also, I have my recommendations. So first off, I'm gonna say the Riverbend Friends series. It's by Stephanie Coleman. I got this one at one of our religious goods stores that we have near us. And I kind of enjoyed this. I mean, the premise of this specific one, Real Not Perfect, wasn't a huge thing for me, but I overall enjoyed it, and I think other Christians might enjoy it. This one was a focus on like divorce and then friendship and stuff, but there's like a whole series of them, and they're all slightly different, but like in the same world. It's one of those where it's a series, but not one that you have to read in order. This one I gave like 3 stars. I read it in like a night. It was really easy to get through. But yeah, Real Not Perfect was good. And then I would highly recommend this series because this one was good. It wasn't really this exact topic, but since it's a series, you don't have to read in order. You could just find one that was the topic that you're interested in. And then the next one, I do have a couple of things to say about, and I do actually know the author for this one, so I try and promote it a lot. I really don't promote it as much as I wish I did, but that's Golden Rain by Michaela Reed. I love this book so much, and the author is such a sweetheart. Michaela is so nice. Like, it's actually kind of insane how nice she is. But this one is, I will say, a bit more intense. Like, definitely read the description. Because it does have to deal with like some abusive situations and then stuff like that. But I really enjoyed it, and it's a Christian story, and there are a couple of Protestant things in it that I don't agree with as a Catholic, but I overlooked because of the fact that it is still a good story, and the main character, the storyline is kind of that the main character is going through some things with his sister, and he ends up meeting somebody who is a Christian, and then he kind of falls in love with her, and then she starts talking to him about Jesus a lot, and so it's just kind of like a story like that. I absolutely love Golden Rain, though. It did take me a while to get through because it's definitely a thicker book, but I absolutely loved this. And like I said, the author is such a sweetheart, too. So, yeah, I recommend Golden Rain when I get the chance because it's such a good book. And definitely a good Christian read. But yeah, I don't read a lot of Christian books. Yeah. To be totally honest, a lot of times they can be kind of cliche. I really do love the Christian faith, but there's a lot of times that like the books that are specifically touted as Christian are quite cliche. But there's definitely a few good gems out there, and those are 2 of them that I've read that I enjoyed. But yeah, if I read any more, I'll make sure to recommend them on the channel whenever I can because, definitely want to promote specifically Christian books as much as I can. But yeah, I don't think I've read any others that I own at least, and so that I can think of. I'm just looking at my shelf right now because my shelf is over there. I mean, Jennifer A. Nielsen, I think, is Christian. I think. It's not specifically, like, her books aren't specifically Christian-based, but I think she would be a Christian. I'm guessing so by, like, how clean her books stay. Although I think one of her recent ones did have LGBTQ in it. I think it was, like, a little sentence or something like that. I don't really know. Suzanne Collins is Catholic, but the books aren't centered around that. Although she has said that Hunger Games is kind of like a what would happen if the world forgot about God, basically. Although the recent two, she did have little sentences of LGBTQ in them, which was kind of frustrating, especially because I picked up the series because she was Catholic, and I'm like, awesome. Because the first time I tried them, I was in 6th grade, and they were too violent for me, which is kind of insane because I don't know if you've ever heard of the show Supernatural, but it's an insanely violent show, and I've been watching it since I was a kid. And we watched Jaws all the time as a kid, and I watched like all the Jurassic Parks at like 7. I Violence usually doesn't bother me, but for some reason when I was younger in books, it really did. Now it doesn't. Not I ended up putting Hunger Games down after like the first chapter. But yeah, I now Hunger Games is one of my favorites. But yeah, she's Catholic, which is part of why I picked up the series. Because it was a time when I was like trying to find books by Catholic authors. I actually don't know if I have any other Catholic authors on my shelf that I know for a fact are Catholic. I know when people are Catholic, because then I usually notice little nuggets of like things that are like, oh, that's probably because they're Catholic. I like to make little connections like that. It's always fun. But yeah. The cat is mad at me because I keep annoying him, but he's so cute. Look at him. He's just chilling. If he would just sit like this more often, I would actually like not get so frustrated with him, because I get so mad because every time I'm trying to do schoolwork, he like is so obnoxious. Wait, that's actually so cool. I love that. I'm actually learning Latin in school right now because I go to online school and it's a Catholic one. And I'm learning Latin right now actually in school. I do too. They're such cutie pies. You can see I've got a painting of me with my grandparents' horse Ringo on my wall actually that they got me for, I think it was my birthday a couple of years ago. I absolutely love all animals. They're so sweet. This little guy can be kind of a turd when I'm trying to do schoolwork though, but I love him anyway, even if he can be annoying. But isn't that all pets? Like, all pets can be very obnoxious at times, and it's like, but yeah, now I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. Talked about books and recommendations. Oh no, that's so sad. Yeah, my parents really so after our dog Ellie passed away, she was almost 18. That was a few years ago now. Right after that, my parents really wanted, like, at first we were like, okay, we're gonna be no pets for a while, and then my parents really wanted to get a puppy, and I'm like, you both work full time. I'm homeschooled, so I stay at home to do my schoolwork. Guess who would have to take care of and train the puppy? Absolutely not. So we did not get a dog. And now they can't because he's actually a single pet household, according to the Humane Society. Although I wonder how much of that is true. But yeah, so we cannot get a dog. Thankfully, I don't want a dog. I'm sorry. Dogs require way too much attention for me, and they have way too much energy. I'm not a dog person. I'm more of a cat person. Also, nobody in my family trains dogs. Like, I have been around dogs my entire life, but only like a few of them do I actually like because they're very well trained. Other dogs that aren't well trained, I now don't like dogs because I'm so used to untrained ones. If a dog is trained, I totally love them. But if they're untrained, I can't, especially because I have a bigger personal space bubble than most people have. And so dogs that aren't well trained and so then they invade your personal space bubble, it's like, go away. And then of course, since they're not trained, they won't leave you alone, and it's like, I do not want you. So yeah, that's my beef with dogs. That's why I'm not a dog person, and I'm more of a cat person. Goodness gracious. No, for real. For real. I agree. I love my little cat, even if he is an absolute butthead when I am trying to do my schoolwork. Because he really, one time I was in Latin class, because since it's an online school, we do live classes. And see, we sometimes have to unmute our microphones to speak, because the teacher asks us to answer questions and stuff like that. One time I was in class, completely silent because the teacher was doing something. He steps on the M button, so it unmutes me. I'm like, ah! And I had to remute myself. I'm like, great, my entire class just heard that. And his name is Spike. He, technically, okay, so Spike is the name he had at the Humane Society because we adopted him July. And we wanted to make it our own, but also it's the same name he's had since he was like 6 months old, and he's now almost 5. Actually, no, he's over 5 now. By their estimated date, he was born sometime in October. Because he was a stray, and then he got adopted, and then the lady that adopted him died because she was like an older lady. And then he went to another home, and then went back to the Humane Society. So he's like over 5 now. But we decided to make it our own by, he has a full name. His actual name is Spike, so that's just what we call him. But his full name is Sir Spike, Spoiled Burrito, the Important Kitty Extraordinaire, which spells Spike if you take the first letter. Because we wanted to make it our own, so we did. So yeah, Sir Spike, Spoiled Burrito, the Important Kitty Extraordinaire. Because, yeah. But yeah, I absolutely love him, and I'm, oh, sorry, I scared him. But I'm so glad we adopted him. He's such a sweetheart. Sometimes, as all pets are. Sometimes he's the best, other times it's like, I firmly believe in pets for life, though, so like, no matter how much he annoys me, he's never going back to the Humane Society. He's going to, like, unless I literally cannot keep him. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Tell him a lot of times he responds to basically, so he actually knows his name, part of why we didn't change it, but he responds to literally anything that ends in E, because we usually call him Spiky, like as a like, Spiky, come here, buddy. And so like we can be like, Cookie, come here, buddy, like say it in the same tone, and as long as it kind of like the same amount of syllables and kind of sounds the same, and you say it in the same tone, he usually responds to it. Isn't that right, Chunky? He is fast asleep right now, so he does not care. But yeah, we'll call him like Chunky, Cookie, basically anything. But normally it's Spike or Spiky because that's his actual name. But we love to tease him. I forgot to share the link where I was going to. My internet really, really hates me. And apparently I'm not the only one, because all of my friends said that they keep getting kicked out of classes too. Because I keep getting kicked out of classes during class because my internet decides that it's not going to work today. And it's like, could you please work for like 5 seconds? Like, I would really appreciate that. But no, it's not. Yep, he's very awesome when he's doing this, when he's sleeping, or when he decides to get snuggly. But anytime, he usually does that from like, I'd say like 10 a.m. to like noon, and then he usually does it later too. But from like 6 a.m. when my mom gets up to like 8 a.m., he is an absolute pest. And I have math class from 7:30 to 8:15, and he's always such a pest. And that teacher is very much a like, if you're not answering the questions, I'm going to kick you out of class because I'm going to assume you're not here since we don't have our cameras on. But it's like, I promise I'm here. I just have to deal with my cat being obnoxious because my mom leaves at like 7 a.m. So he very much so is very obnoxious, specifically to me, from like 7 a.m. to like 8 to 9 a.m. And it's the most annoying thing ever. But I still love him somehow. Nobody knows how it works, but it does, and I still love him. Yeah, it's frustrating sometimes. Yeah. What else to talk about? I want to draw something, but I don't know what else to draw because I've kind of exhausted all the characters that I like actually think I can do well. Because, okay, I started drawing again. I'm not going to pull my Deku one off the wall because that one is in the wall with attack. But I put this one in a frame because look at how this turned out. I'm actually so happy with it. Like, it turned out insanely good. Because I don't normally draw. So this is impressive to me. I'm so happy with this. So it goes on the wall next to my Deku one because I drew the matching scene for this. So, you know, it goes on the wall. If I could pull off fan art for anything, I 100% would. My only problem is I still need a like specific reference to look at, and it mostly has to be side profiles because otherwise it does not look good. I am trying to practice with not so much side profiles, but I do still need a reference because otherwise it just does not turn out. But yeah, if I could pull off fan art, goodness gracious, I would be unstoppable. Because I have so many fandoms that have zero fan art, and I want to make fan art, but I need to get better at drawing before I tackle that. But yeah, because like Golden Rain, that needs some fan art. I don't actually know if she drew any art for it or not. I'm guessing those are the main characters, right? I'm guessing those are the main characters of Green Ember. I read like the first chapter, and I feel like I recognize the name Picket. I think. I don't know. It was a long time ago that I read the first chapter because I was gonna start it and then I never did. Like I started it and then I gave it up, like right away. I entered the wrong pin for my phone. What the heck? Got it. Hi, Sam. How long have you been stalking it? Did you just show up or have you been stalking it for a while? Also, I am not a Harry Potter fan, so I've never seen that either. I mean, I read the first Harry Potter book, and then I DNF'd it. Well, I DNF'd the second one. And then I tried reading the second one again because one of my school friends really likes Harry Potter. I still couldn't do it. I got so bored so fast. I'm just not a Harry Potter person, honestly. It's just not my thing. I'm more of a Percy Jackson and Hunger Games kid. And Keeper of the Lost Cities. You have read all the books to a series? That's impressive. I'm not sure if I believe that. I'm only half joking. Also, don't mind me being rude to Sam. I am mean to my friends, so I'm rude to Sam, of course. Wow, nice. See, I preferred Percy Jackson. Okay, I will say with Keepers, 9.5, skip it. Like, I don't care how much of a favorite character Keefe is, or Keefe, but I read it as Keefe, so it's forever Keefe to me. Sam. But yeah, skip introduce a couple LGBTQ. Just like a couple of lines of it, and they're in the human world in that one. That's kind of spoilers, but not really. But they did introduce it while they're in the human world, and so yeah, so just skip 9.5. But the rest of the main series is still all good, but 9.5 is a skip. Like, and honestly, it was mostly just for the fans. Oh yeah, the Dragon Prince. Okay, I love that show, but it is so bad. For the LGBTQ wise, like, okay, not as bad as the My Hero Academia fandom that in that aspect though. The My Hero Academia fandom is like that fandom has issues. Yeah, you can, Sam. I was just like, she already told me that she doesn't. I'm assuming sorry. Already told me that she doesn't like LGBTQ in her books either. So like, just a forewarning that I would recommend skipping 9.5. And personally, I didn't enjoy it all that much, even though I am a huge Keefe person. Like, he's my favorite character, and I still skipped. Well, I still didn't really enjoy 9.5, and it's focused on Keefe himself. But yeah. How are you, Sam? I suppose I never ask that. What is your random question? A random question from you could be anything from like started on fire or like yeah. Alrighty, yes, you should go to bed because it is late for you. So adios. Maybe I will catch you the next time I do a live. I might try and do a few earlier in the day for like my homeschool buddies or people in different time zones. So yeah. But I hope you have a lovely rest of your night and thank you for chatting. Yeah, it was so much fun talking. Thank you so much for coming because otherwise I would be sitting here talking to myself. What is your random question, Sam? Because with you, it could be anything from like, did you burn down your house to what is your favorite candy or something. Like, random questions with you are a scary thing. Bye. Thank you. Sorry, why did my voice get high pitched? What the heck? Okay. Anyways. Sam, what do you want? Tell me what you want. You are such a slow typer sometimes. Goodness gracious. I have a notification. Is it from Ami again? It probably is. It was, in fact. I have another notification. I don't know. Just ask me the question. Just ask the question because now I'm curious and now I want to know. So answer me and ask me the question. Seriously, that's your question? You suck sometimes. More than sometimes. I'm kidding. But sure, you can wait however long you'd like. Why is my pencil acting so weird? Did I spin it too many times? Also, Sam, what should I draw? And don't give me something hard to draw. Give me someone decent to draw. I dropped my pencil. I got it. Oh, there's not in The False Prince. Not at all. I really like that series. And I read that series in like 6th grade. That is an easy peasy question. I will say, I think all of Jennifer A. Nielsen's books are clean, except I think the most recent one, there was like a line or something. I think my mom's in a bunch of Christian pages for the school library. So she sees like a bunch of the like, especially when known to be clean authors write something in the books, a lot of people freak out about it. So I think there was like a throwaway line in one of her recent ones, but The False Prince has nothing at all. And Jennifer A. Nielsen in general is a really safe author to go with, clean wise, because she is and I love her writing style. Sam, who should I draw? Because I want to draw somebody. And I already drew Bakugo today, so I'm not drawing him again. Because I have my ginormous sketchbook, and I drew Bakugo while I was in English. It turned out decent. Not the best, but it wasn't horrible. Yeah, no, it's not for Nielsen. I'm not going to draw a fox. I want to draw like a person, but I want it to be like an anime character because I can't draw anybody else. Speaking of which, I need to text my mother because I forgot we're out of milk and I need to tell her that because otherwise she'll get home and see that there's no milk and then get mad that nobody told her. Okay. Mother has been texted. I don't know who to draw. Because, like, I'm decent. I did Kaminari, and I could draw Kaminari. And I did Amajiki, and I could draw Amajiki. I drew, like, pretty much every My Hero Academia character that I think I could pull off. I have 2 sketchbooks. This is one, and then I've got my bigger one. I also drew Itadori, but like small version. And then I did Gojo, but he looks pudgy, so I'm not going to show you. Oh, we don't talk about that either. And then my Todoroki one, that turned out decent. Oh, and then Aizawa, who also turned out decent. I would, except I haven't actually seen her in the show yet. I've only, like, seen a split second, so, like, I don't want to spoiler, you know. I mean, I've seen what she looks like, but I don't want to risk getting spoilers since I've only seen her once. I guarantee you, if I try and look up a side profile for her, I will find something that is spoilers. Kaminari. I really like how Kaminari's turned out, actually. No, absolutely not. You know how annoying hands are to draw. It's actually, like, the bane of my existence. And then we did Amajiki. Amajiki turned out so cute, too. And his ear was really easy to draw. My failed Bakugo attempts. This one, I'm debating. This one was okay. This hand turned out really good. I like how that one turned out. Oh, and then I did a front on of Kaminari as well. I've been doing a lot of art lately. I'm not doing it because hands are obnoxious to draw. I've drawn them twice and I don't want to do it because they suck. Actually, I take that back. I've done it 3 times because I forgot. I did one of me and Ember and I drew hands for it. But they were very simple. And then I drew hands for this. And look at how horrible the hands turned out. Like, the hands look horrible. This one is not so bad. This one is horrible. You know what? I could probably draw Frankie. Actually, let me see if I can find a reference. Because I think I could actually draw Frankie. Frankie's side profile. I don't even know if we can get one. That's a One Piece. I didn't even know there was a One Piece character named Frankie. But I would know the art style. No, it's okay. I'll find my own reference. Because, you know, no spoilers for me either. Because I have seen all of season 3 on, like, somebody. There's, like, no side profiles. Frankie! Why don't you have side profiles? Goodness gracious, sir. I want to draw you, but I don't want to tackle a head-on again. Also, he has glasses. And glasses are obnoxious. Okay, I'm not doing Frankie. He's going to be too complicated. So I'm not going to do Frankie. Pick somebody else. I could maybe... No. I don't know. I don't know who to draw. Let's see here. I did Bakugo, I did Deku, I did Kaminari. Kirishima, I tried, and it's really hard to do Kirishima. If this is a reference picture I think I could draw, I might do it. Also, I'm not doing a GIF because GIFs are like I need a reference, so I can't do a GIF because GIFs are moving. But also I'm not doing that one because those eyes look like a pain in the butt. Let's see here. Okay, so I've done Todoroki, I did Bakugo, I did Deku, I did Kaminari, I tried Kirishima, that was a major fail. He's really hard. No pun intended. I just realized that saying he's really hard to draw is ironic considering his quirk. Anyways, Kirishima draw. I did Amajiki, who's another favorite. I did Mirio. I did Mina. I did Aizawa. All Might is way too to try. Let's see here. What other characters? Tokoyami. I could try Tokoyami, honestly. He's a bird, but I might be able to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my internet sucks. So it might be my internet. On a scale of 1 to 10, how laggy is it? Like, is it like unwatchable to where I need to move my setup? I'm gonna do the Birdman. Because I think a Birdman would be easy to draw. But not the evil Birdman that I can't stand. I'm gonna do the Birdman that I like. I'm gonna say I'm not moving. Why is there no good side profiles of Tokoyami? What's going on? I don't want him with his eyes closed because otherwise he'll just look like a... I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who you're referring to with that. Okay, I need that, but more of a full picture. I don't care. I'm drawing Tokoyami. You can deal with it. Is that a side profile I think I could do? You know what? I think I can do this, so side profile. I'm gonna draw Tokoyami. I'm not drawing the Birdman that I hate. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say that I hate the Birdman because I do. I really, really hate Hawks with such a passion. I'm not going to tell you why I hate him. Okay, I'm back. Also, could you see it? Oh, yeah, you could. Nice. Okay, anyways, I'm drawing the Birdman. The Birdman that I like, not the Birdman that I hate. Because the Birdman that I hate can go die, and I would not care. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna draw Tokoyami now. I know it was. That was on purpose. I didn't know if Dad was gonna talk to me or not, and he did, so I'm glad that I had it muted. Okay. I'm just gonna start with the general triangle shape that Tokoyami's face is. Because even though I don't normally do shapes, he has a very obvious triangle-shaped face, considering he's literally a bird. I need erasers. All of my pencil erasers look like this. Really? Really, Cat? He waits until I close the door, and then he wants to go somewhere. Okay, hang on. I gotta open the door for him. What? Okay. He left. Spike is now gone. Also, I love how Brody is the one that's been begging me to do a live stream, and he didn't even show up. Maybe he's busy. Actually, I think Thursday. He probably is, and probably will be for like another hour, because I think Thursdays is when they do D&D now, which is part of why I didn't do it this year. No, you stay. I'm drawing, and you need to see how this turns out, and I will not send you a picture. You have to stay because I need somebody to chit-chat with, otherwise I'll be bored out of my mind. And I'm trying to draw the Birdman that I like. And I need to specify that because there's 2 Birdmen in MHA, and I only like one of them. And I'm still kind of mad at him for reasons. That does not look good. I ain't paying you nothing. Okay, I'll pay you a like on every single video you've ever made. That's what I'll pay you. The Tokoyami is weirdly hard to draw. I don't know what's going on. Like, he should not be hard to draw, but apparently he is. Either that or I just am really bad at this. Well, I guess I'll do that for the stream. I think I already have, to be totally honest with you. I think I have liked every video you've made because you've only made like 10. Why can I not? I can't get this to look right. I currently have a blank page because it's not working. It just keeps looking awkward, and I don't know why. Okay, so we'll try that. And then I'll go like so. Okay, that looks way better. This is definitely a trust the process because it looks so weird right now. It's just a bunch of spikes right now. I've got his little, I'm doing little hair spikes on the back. Or feathers? Would it be hair or feathers? Now I'm confused. I'm guessing feathers because he's a bird, but, or would it be hair? Now I don't know. Tokoyami, do you have feathers or do you have hair? I don't know. Now I'm curious. Okay, this needs to go like that. Not quite that much. More like that, probably. Obviously not scales. Are you stupid? Pretty sure birds have feathers, not scales. But they also don't have hair, so. But humans have hair. And he's a humanoid bird. So, like, does he have hair? Or does he have feathers? Okay, Coolio. We can art together. I'm gonna... Where is my... Oh. I'm an idiot. No, he does not have a tail. He has a normal person body. We do see that in the show. I'm kind of an idiot, though. I was looking for my phone. You can't really see it, but I'm using it for my reference. So it's literally right next to me because I was going to put on some music. Oh, if I leave it quiet enough, YouTube doesn't care. Also, I have never once been copyright striked on this channel, ever. So like, I'm not that concerned about it. Because I also don't get monetized. So like, the worst case scenario, like I've never had an actual strike. Anyways. What? I'm okay. Sure. I don't think that's how it works. That only counts for Homo sapiens? No, that's specifically humans. I forget what they're called. I mean, yeah, I know what you're referencing. Oh, lovely. I just started my music to lovely. Oh, I need my phone on. Okay. That largely resembles his little hair spikies, I think. No, for real. All the suitors are, that's for sure. You don't mess with Penelope. See what's happening. And they don't have a clue. I told my mom to get more white erasers because all my pencil erasers are dead. They're actually beyond dead. This one is the best eraser that I have. The others all look like this. Like they're completely flat. And I only have like 5 pencils. So I have 0 erasers. Okay, this needs to like go in here more. And then this is where his little beak thing is. Perfect harmony. Trying to get the shape right on this is actually kind of hard. See, I can't do normal ones because you have to sharpen them, and like I have one pencil sharpener and it kind of sucks. So I'll just use mechanical pencils. It's so much easier. I mean, I have normal pencils. I don't like them nearly as much. Okay, so we've got his little beak thing here, but then it like goes up like so. And then we get his actual beak. I mean, yeah, I guess, but like they also get really dull really easily. And like you do patterns, so that's not too bad for that. But for these, I kind of need it to be sharp because otherwise all the details get like really hard to see. But yeah, it would be like if I tried to use like a large tip Sharpie instead of my fine liner to do my line art. Although I actually don't use my Sharpies anymore. I actually use one of my other fine liners that I have because it's a lot lighter color. So it's a lot easier to fix if I get mistakes, first off. And second off, it's just a lot easier in general because I can also, by changing the pressure on that one, I can change how light or dark it is. So like if I'm doing some shading, I can actually use the fine liner for it. Although I mostly use a pencil. And so like here is his neck, I think. Right. I don't know how to do this. Tokoyami, you are actually slightly hard to draw. This is weird. I never would have expected that. I might at some point, like if I'm just bored, but I I am kind of enjoying trying to get the hang of manga and anime characters. Out of my dorm in the middle of the night, I wake up kind of wired and I wake up kind of cool. Oh, wait, that's actually really... What the heck? I mean, the tip of the beak looks weird, but... Cuckoo, hello! Hi! How are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm trying to draw a bird. But he's a humanoid bird. So... And I cannot get this stupid beak to look right. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Why? This pain in the butt of a beak. He's calling Tokoyami an ape because he doesn't have a tail. And VeggieTales. He's from My Hero Academia, of course. That's where most of the characters I draw are from. I didn't ask when you first got here because I like to bully you, okay? You're one of the people I bully all the time. Because I know that you don't care. Well, more so that you understand that I'm not actually trying to be mean. I'm having fun. My eraser is so dead. This beak is actually so annoying. Now it's too low. What the heck? That's not the lady at the zoo. That was Larry. Excuse you. Thanks. I listened to that song all the time as a kid. And it's actually the only reason I knew the difference between monkeys and apes. Wait. I did it. The beak looks normal. Look at... He's coming along so good so far. It took me like 50 million tries to get the beak right, but hey, at least his mouth is not open, because I know from drawing Deku that having an open mouth is so complicated. What? No, I said monkeys and apes. Oh my gosh. And actually, cows have tails. So, there. Let me actually, I think I have that song in my childhood playlist. My childhood songs. Do I not have it in here? I don't have it on here. Is it on my liked songs at least? Come on, I know I listened to it on Spotify recently. Aha.
And now it's time for silly song with Larry.
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Today, Larry and Bob are on a photo safari, hung on the trail of a monkey or an ape. We don't know which, hence the song. If it doesn't have a
tail, it's not a monkey.
Even if it has a monkey kind of shape. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a
tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
If it doesn't have a
tail, it's not a monkey.
Let's see if we can catch it on the tape. You can very plainly see if it's a monkey. If it doesn't have a
tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
Look, there it goes. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a monkey or an ape.
Yeah, that's the little snippet you guys get. I'm going to put my normal music back on now. But Pirate... Oh, right. I forgot I made that playlist. Honestly, I really don't care about copyright because unless I ever get actually copyright striked, which I'm not all that worried about, especially with music, I don't care. Because I'm not monetized, which is the main issue with copyright, is that they will make it where, like, you can't get paid. But I'm not monetized and I'm not getting paid anyway. So, like, yeah. Anyways, back to drawing Tokoyami because it is turning out amazing. Bye, Cuckoo. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And it was good to see you. Erasers fear me. I've killed like every eraser I have. We could be immortals. Bye. Look it. He has a face. He actually looks so good right now. I'm actually really happy with this. I'm glad I chose Birdman that I like. I'm not drawing the Birdman I don't like, ever. I should draw his eye now. I'm gonna draw it upside down because I want to draw the top of it first. It's like kind of rounded in this direction, and then it like does that. I might do some art related videos later, but I'm definitely not turning this one into it because I'm like already done with it pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna draw his neckline and stuff, but I'm pretty much done with this already. So like, this sketchbook is actually kind of annoying because I can't flip it. Maybe I can. It's not supposed to, but I can. This sketchbook is so old. It has no spine anymore. But honestly, that's kind of nice because now I can do this with it, which makes it so much easier. That eye is teeny tiny. We could be immortals, just not alone. I should have kept that first eye that I did, but I did not, and now it looks weird. None of these look like eyes. Okay, I need my reference back. Oh my gosh, this was totally my jam when I was younger. Which is hilarious, but I watched all the like Schleich music videos and this song was on like every single one of them. Oh, Pretty's on the inside. So if I can show you. It's too bright for the thing to pick up. But does that look like an eye? I know there's no pupil, but I can't tell if it looks right or not. I'm going to draw his pupil and then see if I like it. I don't know that I like it. I'm going to try like doing that because I think it kind of is slanted this direction. Oh my gosh. Why can I not get this to look like an eye? This is what Tokoyami looks like. He's literally a bird. You know what I mean. In my head, I think, is his eye just shaped like that? Hold on. Tokoyami's not on the poster? What the heck? That's not cool. Let's see here. Do I have none of these? Wow, justice for Tokoyami. He's not on anything. What the heck? I was gonna look at another picture of him, but he's literally not on any of my stuff that I have. Because I was gonna try and get a better grasp for what his eye actually looks like. Yeah, so they really are just slanted like that. It's not that he's glaring or anything. Hello. Oh my gosh. Why, Tokoyami? Why is your eye so hard to draw? I literally cannot figure this out for the life of me. And I mean, I can't even do like the proportion things because he's a bird. Okay, let's just try this. Pretty sure I'm gonna just end up copying one that I have already done. Now it needs to go lower. Tokuyami's eye does not like me. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you. From the inside, seeing your own life. Okay. I can't tell if this looks like Tokuyami or not. I'm going to add the pupil. I have not added a single pupil yet to any of these because none of them looked right to me, but I will add a pupil to this one and see if that did not help. Okay, I think the eye is more annoying than the beak, which is hilarious because eyes are my strong suit. Like, eyes are what I can actually draw. But apparently not Tokuyami's. I think it needs to slant more, like, with his face, if that makes any sense. Because it just kind of is slanted that way, so it's not that he's, like, glaring or anything. It's just he has a slanted eye. See, now that's too small, and it looks weird. I don't get it. I cannot get this eye to turn out for anything. Can you look normal, please? Can you look like an eye? The answer is no. Okay. I'm just going to keep complaining about Tokuyami's eye because what is this? My pencil is apparently dead. Okay, that one looks decent. So if I add the pupil to this one, it looks like Tokuyami now. Look at, I can't, okay. Do this. It looks like Tokuyami now. So now I just need to draw his clothes, which is going to be kind of annoying because he's wearing the sports festival outfit in this reference picture I have. To use a face that doubts I had. Never given to my few stupid fingers. I heard my voice inside. I know. I gotta draw the little rings on his like neck thing. I don't know what it is. There's like one here. So there's the top one, and then there's 1, 2, 3. 2. And then there's like a teeny tiny bit of the third one. We can be an army. We are the warriors. We want to love the time. We come from different places. Okay, I like it. That looks good. This is progress. Maybe if I can actually show you. Progress. Tokuyami's actually turning out really good. I am happy with this. For someone like me to know you're not alone. Thank you, thank you. Never lose your home snow. Okay, so that goes like right there, and then his shoulder actually comes in here. And then it goes like this. Does it go past it? Not quite past its hair spikies. So I think we're good in doing it like right here. Not quite that dramatic. Trying to do clothes is the most annoying part, I'd say. I'm glad I'm not trying to draw dark shadow, though, as well, because that would just make this 10 times harder. Okay. So that looks decent so far. And then we've got the white part in here. And then the red part right here. Because the sports festival uniforms look like that. I'm going to uncrop this because I cropped it. I'm actually going to go down a little bit farther because I've got a lot more page space than I originally thought I would. And why not draw more of it when it's a full body picture? Still alive and breathing. Praise the Lord. Don't stop dancing, dreaming. Still good news worth repeating. So lift your head and keep singing. Praise the Lord. Are these proportions off? I don't think so. It looks okay. Okay. So this actually only has the crease through there. And then it's like right about here that we get a little bit of a shadow. Awake, awake, my soul. Don't mind me singing along to my music. You know what? I'm going to add the shadows later. I might color this one in. Because I think Tokoyami wouldn't be too hard to color in. Because I think I might actually have all the right colors for him. Unlike most characters, which is why I don't color them in. Because I usually don't have the right colors for it. But I might actually have the right colors for Tokoyami. So. And then this is like down here. Let everything praise the Lord. Let everything praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Trying to figure out where all the lines are on this. Praise the Lord. Maybe extending this was a bad idea because this is going to be difficult. Because this side looks way smaller and I'm really bad at proportions. We'll see. You know what? I'm going to extend this even more because I honestly think I went a little bit farther than what I had. So I'm going to say I probably did like right here. We're going to go to right there because that's where his arm just about starts to be an actual arm and where his sleeve is rolled up to. And I don't want to try and draw his actual arm. So. You know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. And I think once I draw the logo on it so you can kind of tell, it'll look even better. Okay, so we've got to draw the little U. Polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. And itsy bitsy. I'm actually gonna bring his collar in a little bit. Stick around, we'll tell you more. Now I get to draw the U on it. Yay! I can't tell if that was supposed to be sarcastic or not. Sure. 2, 3, 4, stick around, we'll tell you more. Was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, swing around 'cause she wanted to stay. Well, that was supposed to be the... Okay, we're just gonna... That was supposed to be the other... Okay. It's okay, it's okay. I got this, I got this, I got this. I can fix it. What do we think? I think I like it. I think it's turning out okay. There's a tiny little piece sticking out. It looks like they need so much more detail over here, though. But there's, like, no other detail. I was a kid, I could use a little turning. So tired that I couldn't even see. So many secrets I couldn't keep. Promised myself I wouldn't leave. One more promise I couldn't keep. It seems no one can help me now. I'm in too deep. There's no way out. Alrighty, I think that's actually all of it. Like, I think I just need to do the line work now. Because I did all of the little details that he has. So, that means it's time for line work. And then I need to decide if I'm going to color or not. I'm going to see what colors I have in Prismacolors. Because I prefer to do coloring with Prismacolors. Because they're way easier to use. But I'm going to do my line work. And attempt to get this to still resemble Tokoyami. Just don't believe it. Runaway train never going back. Wrong way on one-way track. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Somehow I'm neither here nor there. out of touch, little insane. Just easier than dealing with the pain. Ways train never going back. One way on a one-way track. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Somehow I'm either here or there. Train never coming back. One way train tearing up the track. Way, but it always seems the same. I'm really happy with this, actually. I think it's one of my favorites that I've done so far, because this one's turned out really good. Although my first Bakugo that I did turned out so good, so I think that one's my favorite. But I got to draw the Birdman I actually like, and not the Birdman I hate, but that I can't say why I hate, because spoilers! And I ain't a spoiler wart. Oh no! Shoot. I hate when that happens. My hand got shaky while I was doing a straight line. Okay. I think that is that. So now I need to decide if I'm going to color it or leave it black and white. First, we need to kill my pencil eraser even farther to erase. I swear this eraser is so dead. I needed to switch pencils because that eraser is officially dead. What do you think? Should I try coloring it or do I not risk it? If I try to color it, it might ruin it. I'm going to grab my Prismacolors really quick and see what I've got for colors. Here's one of them. Are the other ones still where they belong? Yes. Alrighty, I got my limited color palette that I have in Prismacolors. I'm going to see if I can match Tokoyami's colors with these. Do I not have a black? If I don't have a black, this is instantly out. Oh, I do have a black. Okay. Let's see what the black looks like. Nope. Rose and conquer the grave. Okay, that black might actually work. Let the whole world see, singing for the glory of the risen King. I need two different reds though, and I don't think I have two different reds. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so that can be for the darker red. I need a lighter red for the... But I think these are the same red. Well, they're not. They are slightly different. They're exactly the same. They just have different... They're literally the same red Prismacolor. Why are they two different names? Why do we have... Oh, wait, no, they are the same name. I'm just an idiot and I did not notice. Okay, so what could I do for the UA? Oh, you know what? This orange is red enough that I think it might work for the UA uniform. Because that's really orange, but this is pretty red and it's definitely lighter. So I think that'll work for the UA uniform. But then I need a blue for the UA uniform. So we need like a darkish blue. Violet blue, maybe? That's like a little darker than maybe we need. So let's see if this one's any lighter. I think it's the same color though. I do have 2 sets of Prismacolors. So, oh, that one's a tish darker. Okay, we'll go with that one. That might be my imagination making that up because I think they are the same color, but okay. And then let's see if this peachy color is going to work for his beak. It's literally perfect. Okay. So I am going to color it because I have literally all the right colors. So like, I feel like I'm meant to color it now. I do need a darker blue for the shadows though. That's more purple. Let's see about this one. You know what? I can just do shading natural, like with the same pencils. So we're going to do it that way. Oh no. Hang on, I gotta fix that. I knocked all of them over. No, please be nice to me. Okay, that's where the red goes. And then there's the orangey red. And then actual oranges. And the yellows. Oh, I need to scooch everything. There we go. And then you can go back over here. And you can go right next to it. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to attempt to color it. We're going to see how this goes. I don't know how this is going to go. Because I haven't actually colored any of these before. But I'm going to attempt to. I think this is a little yellower than his actual beak is, but it's okay. Little baby goes deeper than the surface. Oh, such a while the girls it's hurting. Let me be your mirror. Help you see a little bit. I gotta be careful not to get impatient. Because I get impatient quite easily. And if I get impatient, this is gonna look sloppy. And I don't want it to look sloppy. Because I want this to look good. Because the art looks good. And I don't want to ruin it because I colored it. I want it to look better because I colored it. That is the end goal. Is that it looks better colored than it did black and white. You don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. This is definitely more yellow than his beak. Help. It's very orangey yellow, but it's okay. We get to deal with it. It's okay. It'll be okay. It's time for you, sure you're a star. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. I'm trying not to press too hard because I'm worried if I press too hard, they're gonna look too dark. And it's already not quite the right color. I totally should have gone with one of the actual yellows because I think one of these would have... Well, those are really yellow, actually. No worries. I'm just rambling while I color this. You don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. And the scars feel beautiful. The stars feel beautiful. If it weren't for the fact that this is way yellower than his actual beak is, this would be going amazingly so far. But it's definitely way more orange. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, now I'm going to color his actual head. Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has? How many wonders can one cavern hold? I'm looking around here, you think. Uh-oh. It's smeared. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. It's not that bad. Rules are plenty. I've got roses and rosettes galore. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. people on. Wanna see them dancing, walking around. Don't mind the Disney karaoke now, because Disney. Keeping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I think if I could live out of these waters? I think I'm pressing light enough that I can kind of change directions, which I know you're technically not supposed to do, but I'm pressing so light that you can't even see which direction the pencil is going. I'm definitely doing more than one layer because this looks really light so far, but it's okay. The people know. It's gonna make questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above?